we are talking about Cuban food. So let's just maybe first tell you what a typical Cuban meal is that you might often see at resorts or anywhere you go. It's typically rice, beans, and they got some meat.
Usually chicken, pork,
yep. And whatever fruits they have in season.
And now what we eat. So when we go to resorts, there is a lot of selection at the buffet. What we normally get, I'll talk for myself, I usually get rice, beans, chicken, I get sometimes pizza, cucumbers, we love the cucumbers there. Fruits, we usually get some fruits, I love the pineapples. If it's mango season, I love mangoes. I get some dessert, ice cream, little cakes. Yeah, that's what I usually eat.
They have a lot of that.
Fries, hamburgers, hot dogs, tuna.
Oh, tuna toast. Tuna toast, so good. If you're a fan of seafood, speaking of tuna toast, they usually have fish. Sometimes they might even catch it fresh on the beach that day and bring it to the buffet. So they have fish. You might get lobster. Sometimes lobster dinner you gotta pay extra for. Or sometimes, like when we went one time on the Cuban day, they actually made it for free for everybody, which was very nice. If you like calamari, sometimes they have that. Shrimp, they have that. So really, if you are a fan of seafood, they do have it amongst many other meats. Paella, if you have not tried paella, you gotta try it. It's so good. So they have that. Also, many resorts you go to have a la carte restaurants. Those are typically more fancy restaurants. Sometimes, depending on the hotel, you might be able to go to 1, 2, or 3, but you gotta reserve them ahead of time. So if you are traveling to Cuba for the first time, they usually have an information session, and your representative will tell you all about it.
And there's a lot of different a la cartes. I think from what I've experienced, there's Asian one, there's Italian, there's Cuban almost at every resort. I've also had like Mexican, which is a really good one, but it really depends on your resort, but there's a lot of different options for a la cartes.
And they're all really good, so you should definitely give them a try. And now let's talk about the cities. Of course, the city is gonna have different food. They have different restaurants, they have different cafes, but generally, I think we found that the food is fairly similar to the hotel. Of course, it won't be buffet style. You would have to order it. But when we went to Havana, we ate pizza, we ate pasta, we ate pancakes, we had eggs. We really had everything. Chicken.
Rice. We literally had like everything. We even had crepes for breakfast one day, which was so good. So you could literally find like almost anything there. But honestly, we love the pizza.
So good.
It's like one of our
thin crust.
Yeah.
If you're used to thick crust, but you love thin crust, they have it there.
Really good.
I think the biggest thing is as tourists, you don't really feel the shortage of food as much as you do as a local, because locals, they can only buy certain amounts of chicken or beef or pork or any kind of meats. But as tourists, we don't have that kind of restriction. So
you just go to a restaurant.
You just go to restaurants. You pay your money. You pay your money, and that's it. Now let's talk about alcohol, because we always see these kind of questions about the bar that they have at the resort. So first of all, you gotta know that when you go to Cuba, you need to try Havana Club, okay? It is their local rum. They have many sorts. They have one that's like about a year old, which they use for cocktails. They have one that's 5 years, and then they have a 10-year plus, which is great if you want to drink it straight or on the rocks.
She's professional.
I'm a professional.
They have a lot of alcohol, but usually the ones you're gonna get in the resort are like the Cuban brands. And then their beer, they have Cristal.
Oh, Cristal. Oh my gosh, guys. Best beer. Well, if you like light beers, Cristal or Bucanero. Bucanero's a little bit stronger, Cristal's a little bit lighter. Best beers you will find.
So you have a lot of options.
I hope you guys learned something from our video.
Let us know if you have questions about the food. Comment down below. We'll answer all your questions.
And keep in mind that when you travel to Cuba, you gotta keep an open mind. You know, this might not be crazy 5-star restaurant, Michelin star dinner you're gonna have, but you know what? It's delicious. You gotta make the best of it. Travel with an open mind, and you will have a good time. Bye.